Welcome back, everybody, and our first report is property, oh, no, it isn't properties, it's the tax grid, salary grid.
Morning, Council, Deputy Mayor. I'm reporting on this. I'm reporting on behalf of Judy on the salary grid amendment. She needed to make an amendment to it because there were some missing grids, one being the deputy CAO. So we're asking that you approve the bylaw for the amended salary grid.
Okay, we don't have a copy of it, though.
It was attached to the
Oh,
report.
the
Bylaws.
Oh, it's in the bylaw. Okay, okay, perfect. Okay. Motion to adopt. Ruth Ann. All in favor? Motion is carried. Okay, the next tough one.
The next one is the properties eligible for tax registration. I do this every year. And I basically, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask. I don't have any comments.
Is that quite a few?
Yes, it is. It is 23 properties. And that's an increase, significant increase over previous years. Usually I do about 10 or 12 properties to go to tax registration. So basically a lien is placed on the property when they go to tax registration, and they then have 1 year to pay the arrears and legal fees. If they do not, then the tax sale process starts on the property.
Well, 23 of them. Some big figures in this. Go ahead, Rocco.
Yeah, no, there's the one big figure that jumped out at me. At the very bottom, sorry, it's just reopening on my page right now. I thought there was one that was
9,600.
One's for 11,000.
Oh,
There's one for 11,000 and there's one for 9.
the 34,685 that asks for an extension to pay the minimum. Are we moving forward with that one?
So all of them have paid except for one, the bottom one, the 650.53. The top 3 ones have since paid.
Okay.
Yes.
So do these people, like, when you get in touch with them, or they get in touch with you, one or the other, do you try to set them up on a payment plan?
If they're willing to do so, yes, absolutely.
So it's not just, we're gonna do it unless you pay the whole amount.
No, I favor letting people enter into an agreement with me because I don't want to take people's properties from them or so. And in fact, from the list of last year, I think there was 10 last year. I only have 1 property left that hasn't made payments or arrangements. So our tax sale for this year, as of today, is now down to 1.
Really?
So, and I don't believe we didn't have a tax sale for the previous 2 years. So I do work very diligently with our property owners to try and help them. That's what we should be doing. We should be helping
That's what we should be
people.
doing. That's absolutely right.
And that's what I do. I think that people are scared to contact us because they don't want to, they're embarrassed but that's not the way our department works. Our department is, everyone has a life, everyone has a situation, and let's work together to get you back on track. And that's what it makes me feel great when that happens.
Go ahead,
But
Paul.
it's nice to see that it's actually successful too. If you're talking about
Yeah.
9 out of 10, 90%, like it's not just like, I think the big win, of course, is the fact that everybody can keep their property,
Yes.
but it's a good economic decision too, if you're able to get people
Yes,
to be able to sort of catch up on their property. So it's just a win-win and good work.
thank you.
Yeah. Win-win is right. Okay. Can I have a motion for the recommendation to direct staff to register the 23 properties? Go ahead, Colin and Ruth Ann.
Thank you very much, Council.
All those in favor? Motion's carried. Thanks, Deanna. Okay, community safety and well-being plan. Kelly's gonna do this one.
That is me. I have brought a staff report forward, to requesting council to authorize staff to participate in the development of a community safety and well-being plan in partnership with the other seven municipalities in Peterborough County, as well as the county of Peterborough. In the past, in 2022, the community safety and well-being plan was, passed, and it comprised of representatives from Peterborough, the city of Peterborough, and not all of the townships within the county of Peterborough. And our proposal is that we are now developing one just with the county and with the other county representatives. And as part of our recommendation, we request that staff are authorized to participate, as well as, correspondence with an expression of gratitude be forwarded to the city of Peterborough for their efforts in the development of the community safety and well-being plan. And further, that a copy of this motion be sent to the county of Peterborough, so they are aware of our intention.
Okay, and the motion that was made the last time, that was a different setup.
That was when, in 2022,
Mhm.
that was when we adopted that previous plan. The plan, is scheduled to be renewed. If they only last for 4 years. So in 2026, we're going to do a new plan, and that's why we're proposing to go with the different, not with the city of Peterborough.
Boy, we're cutting them out of everything, is probably a good thing. Anyway, I shouldn't have said that. I have a motion for the recommendation. Tim O'Shea and call it. All those in favor? Motion's carried. Delegation of powers. Bonnie Parent, clerk.
This report's coming forward to council for basically a couple of reasons. One is that this should be reviewed by council, and it's timely to review it and update it. Council can see that we had a lot of different bylaws that delegated specific powers of council to staff. And this is an attempt to bring all of those bylaws into one bylaw. That will just make it much easier for staff to be able to refer to one document to understand what powers have been delegated, and for council as well. So various delegation bylaws have been done over the years. We basically had one main delegation bylaw that encompassed quite a few things, but then the other bylaws were added to it as situations arose where council wanted to delegate powers. Because it's very detailed, I did provide the option of two different recommendations. One is that if council is satisfied with the bylaw can be adopted at the end of the meeting. And that basically will put in place a policy to delegate municipal powers and duties, and it will set out those powers that have and duties that have been delegated. The other option is that if council sees where they maybe have that the bylaw includes delegations that council is not in favor of, or if council has other things they would like staff to consider including, then there's the option to defer the draft bylaw. And that would allow staff time to address any revisions as recommended. If council has any specific questions related to any of the delegations, I'd be happy to answer them.
Anybody have any questions on it? Who do we delegate the authority to determine a complete application to?
Let me just go down to that. I think, so because we don't have an in-house staff member for that, it's been delegated to planning consultant
Okay,
I'm just going to
yeah, that's fine.
open the other one to make sure. And I think there's a couple of, spots in there where, it's a planning consultant. Sorry, just bear with me. I want to open that.
It's okay, Connie, you can let me know later,
Pretty certain
nobody
it's
else had any questions on it.
Yeah, so we also have in there, letters of credit. So the planning consultant could be involved in that and determining complete planning applications.
Okay.
So there's a couple of spots that we've had delegated to the consultant.
Any other questions? Motion to receive or to do the recommendation, the whole recommendation, I guess.
Council has the choice to adopt the bylaw or to defer it if more items are needed.
Okay,
I'd make a motion to adopt the bylaw.
seconded by Olive. Any other discussion? All in favor? Motion's carried. Reports from boards and committees. Anybody have any questions on the rental advisory committee? Or the North Coast Line? Go ahead,
I'll
Colin.
just make a very quick statement that I expect it'll either be the first or second meeting in March that the final recommendations come through. They've been approved, but staff does need some final time to make the transition from committee up to
Yeah.
council.
Yeah.
But wanted to let you know that that process is nearing the end, very near the end.
Very near the end, okay. Motion to receive the short-term rental and the North Court Library minutes. Can I do the, do you want separate motions, Carmen?
Separate motions would be preferred.
Okay. Short-term rental, first of all, Colin and Ruth Ann, all in favor? Carried. And North Court Library, Jim O'Shea and Colin, all in favor? Carried. New business, correspondence, closed session. Well, we have some work to do in the closed session. Shall we go in and get that finished off and? Okay. I have a motion to go into closed session. Colin and Ruth Ann, all in favor? Motion is carried.
If we may I just identify the two reasons? So the meeting's closed to the public under section 239 2B, personal matters about identifiable individuals. That's with respect to county recognition awards and a personnel item. The second is a proposed pen or pending acquisition or disposition of land and advice subject to solicitor client privilege for a proposed disposition of lands.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Yep. That's what I know.
All those in favor? Carried.